Hello boys, welcome to Enlisted, and if you noticed, I got a new mic, meaning my voice might not be that shit now. But what matters is this is a new video and I'm trying to get a good video going for you. So today we're gonna play Enlisted, and I'll just talk about it really. It's a free World War II based online FPS game. And no, this is not sponsored, as you might know. Because that looks like I was just doing sponsorship, but no, it's not. So as far as I played, Enlisted is a pretty good game. Of course, you have some problems, but I mean, every game has problems. But this one actually has way less problems than War Thunder by a big gap. So I think this game is, you know, it's just a good concept, and this one's actually made well, not like War Thunder, which is a good concept, but executed in a very poor way. Sorry guys, but gotta tell the truth. So yeah, that's it really. I think that this game is actually pretty good, and it's doing well currently. But I think that this game could have some improvements, but I'll talk about that later. Now let's focus on the game itself. So, about focusing on the game itself, it's a pretty good game. Now, I already said it like 1,000 times before, but Enlisted has some things going for you, because most realistic World War II shooters can be very annoying because you get screwed by a sniper from 10 kilometers away and boom, you got respawn. No, here you have a squad, meaning if one soldier dies, you just switch to another soldier for squad, and when you're playing one soldier, the rest is controlled by AI, which is good and, well, bad, because, you know, the soldiers have some control, but also the AI is not that bad. Of course, I mean, it's not a bad show, you can do some things. But, one thing I really like in this game is, the fact that, you have a lot of variety of gameplay options. Like, a sniper killed you, you can just get another soldier of your squad and kill that sniper. So it's not that frustrating to play. It's not like War Thunder. It can be frustrating in some points, like the tank visibility, which is horrible, let's be real. And the fact that you cannot use the commander, you know, view like in War Thunder, it could be a periscope, stuff like that, to watch your surroundings inside the tank. You can only do that in the Battle of Moscow, actually. Can there, but in the rest they didn't do that, which is actually a cool feature in my opinion. So yeah, I think that's something they could add for other things, but still the game is in development, they'll probably add in later. Now, my biggest problem with this game is the FPS. In War Thunder my game goes through 60 to 50 FPS. In this game it's 20 to 30 to 37, 34, doesn't really matter. Now what matters is they should fix that, because people shouldn't need a $2,000 computer to be able to actually play a game and enjoy. Actually, what happens is most of the time I'm just, you know, trying to kill someone and my FPS is lower, so they kill me first, you know. And that's a very big problem that I really think they should fix. But in overall, the game is good. The graphics are decently good. The gameplay is actually not bad. It's pretty good. It's funny. It's very fun, this game, because you see you can do so many stuff. You know, you can just use a plane to suicide bomb someone. Because you see, in this game it's not like War Thunder, which suicide bomb is completely annoying. This game is just, oh, okay, the guy suicide bombed me, let's respawn, okay, or I have another soldier which is still alive. So, like I did when I did in the start of the video, where I put that meme on, yeah, I just suicide bomb, and I mean, wasn't that mad, neither for each side. He was probably not mad because I only killed one of his soldiers, and I wasn't mad because I could just respawn quickly. And that's the thing. I think this game has a future, you know. And Gaijin might actually make a lot of this game, because there's the potential that it might become one of the, you know, most played FPS games in the future, because with the current, you know, Battlefield, Call of Duty situation, the games that they launched, yeah, none of them are were suiting for Battlefield 5, but you know, let's not talk about Battlefield 5. But I think the list is pretty good, and it has a place if in the top 10 best FPS games of World War II in this year, or maybe in the next. But it needs to be coordinated well, and I think until now, Gaijin is doing a good job. Of course, there are some problems, like, let's be real, the Russian equipment in the Battle of Moscow, the starter equipment, which is start with a T-34-85, and that gun that I can remember the name, is way better than the German one, because the Panzer IV is like, you know, it's the Panzer IV-J, the T-34 is way better than it. But now the biggest problem that I see in this game is it's very difficult to balance, because they're trying to get it historical accurate. But it's very hard to balance historical accurate, because let's take a look at, you know, if they launch a 1942 scenario in the Battle of Stalingrad, the Germans will have fucking Tigers, and the Russians will have what? A T-34. Okay, maybe not in the Battle of Stalingrad, because the Tiger came late in the war. But let's say they launch a 1943 scenario. The Soviets still gonna have T-34s, and the Germans gonna have Tigers. It's not gonna be balanced. It's gonna be very hard to balance. And if you know anything about Gaijin balancing games, well, I don't think I need to say anything. Just go ahead and play War Thunder, you know. Now, the greatest thing this game has going for it, neither of the great things that I spoke, is the fact that, how can I say, it has everything that most other FPS shooters fail to. It has planes. Call of Duty doesn't have planes. Battlefield has planes, but yeah, it's not like War Thunder or this game. It's very different. And they have tanks, which also Battlefield has, and Call of Duty now is gonna have. And they also have infantry, and they also have infantry and their equipment. But the difference between this one and Battlefield is that this one is more, you know, realistic than Battlefield, because mainly Battlefield 5 is not that realistic. But I think that this game is probably gonna become one of the best realistic shooters very soon, because first, it's a realistic shooter, which is not like cancers, and second, Gaijin's marketing team is doing a great job of just sponsoring everyone to talk about it. They didn't sponsor me, but if they want, you know, just call me, you know. But they're not gonna do it. I mean, I have what, 3 subscribers, you know. But yeah, something I think that this game has good going for it is that, just what I talked. And also there is the fact that, well, how can I say, it's free. You don't need to pay for it. You can buy stuff in the game. But yeah, I'll talk about that right now. So buying stuff in the game, you essentially unlock a weapon and a squad that gives you more XP and RP. But I don't think that the premium weapons are OP. Like the MP18 is not as good as the MP40 as far as I know. But yeah, as far as I know, they generally have like a version or a variant of a weapon that you just put premium on it and give you better grinding stuff. And now one thing that I think it's OP is the premium squad, because you essentially can get one tanker and one plane. So let's say if you die as a plane, you can take a tank, or if you die as a tank, you can take a plane. And the second one, dying as a tank and picking a plane, is what I need to say is like, someone just threw a grenade on you and blew up your tank. Well, just get a plane and go kill that guy. So essentially, they might be creating the same problem that we have in War Thunder in Enlisted, but it is not as annoying because of what I said before. Well, another soldier for squad might be alive, and you can also quickly respawn, and you also don't have repair costs. And please, Gaijin, never add repair costs to this game. For the love of Jesus, please don't do that. Now, one thing that this game has going for it is squad and the system in which you unlock new stuff. Now, I think that the grinding is horrendous. Like, there's days that I keep playing for like 6 hours just to unlock a new level, and there's like 26 of them. So yeah, I think that they really gotta you know, put the grinding bit down, like cut it at least for the half. Because yeah, not everyone has that time, so that means if you don't have a free time, a lot of it, you're not gonna be able to unlock stuff. You might actually get far, but you're gonna take so many time, and they're obviously gonna keep adding stuff, so you're never gonna really finish the game. And there's also the fact that you know, it's fairly easy to add those things to the game. It's very quick because I mean, you just make weapons, like not like making a tank model. You need to, like War Thunder, you take a lot of time to add those things. And at least it doesn't take that much. They just do weapons real quick, you know. It's fairly easy to balance a weapon. You just look rate of fire and damage, and reload. Yeah, rate of fire and reload, it's the same thing, really. And also, you know, how far you can shoot in the accuracy. But, you know, I think there's a lot of things like speed and stuff, and you don't need to do that. So it's fairly easy to just make weapons and just keep throwing them. And also there's a shit ton of variants of weapons. Like, yeah, this one has a better aim, this one has a scope, like there's the MP38 and the MP40, which are essentially almost the same thing. You know, one's a bit lighter and it has a quicker rate of fire, which is the MP40, and the MP38 is just no lighter, it doesn't have the rate of fire. So yeah, you can just add a bunch of weapons which look the same and are essentially different variants of each other without much work. I mean, you just take what you did to the other and add like a different aim or something, like the sniper rifle and the rifle. They're essentially the same weapon, but one has a scope and the other doesn't. So yeah, that's what I think, really. They could literally just throw stuff at us very quick, but I hope that they don't, because that's gonna make the game unplayable. You're never gonna be able to get that finish in the game, you know, that thing like, oh my gosh, I have all the weapons for this campaign. I'm so happy. So if they keep just, you know, throwing weapons at the game and putting each one in a new level, it's gonna be that. So I have two solutions for that. First, make the grind, you know, for the health, and second, allow you to unlock multiple stuff at each level. Like, let's say you're gonna unlock the MP38, and there's not the variant of the MP38 with, I don't know, something better. You can unlock them in the same level, or just, you know, two weapons that are similar, but they're not the same weapon. Just put it in the same level. You know, you don't need to make one level for one weapon. Just make one level for like 3 or 4 weapons. That would be very good to help the grind, and also the game would be finished. And also when you up level 5, you're like, oh my gosh, I took like 4 new weapons. Let me take a look at those. So yeah, I think that's something they need to do currently at all costs. Don't keep adding stuff to the game like if you were a fucking machine gun throwing stuff. So yeah, that's what. Now, going back to that whole system stuff, you unlock soldiers through the academy, which you can use orders or just merge soldiers, and they'll give you a better level soldier. And that's actually great, that's a nice way to do it. But there's something that I really like about this game, which is the fact of, well, there's a lot of equipment. And this variety of equipment can give you something, but you also shouldn't throw different versions of a weapon. And also be throwing equipment each one new level. So if you wanna throw equipment, at least make what I said before, like unlock one level, like I go from level 1 to 2, yeah, unlock 4 weapons, 3 to 4, yeah, also 4 weapons, something like that. You don't need to just throw weapons one at each level. And if you're gonna make one weapon per level, just don't throw stuff at the game, because you already have a big variety of stuff to get, okay? Of course it should increase, but it shouldn't be at the cost of you're not gonna be able to never finish the game, never take all the equipment. But the system's actually pretty good. The UI is decently good, and I'm gonna have to say it. I'm gonna give props to you guys. They have a chance of making one of the best FPS games, at least this year. Now, one thing that I think we need to do is make the FPS better, and also, you know, fix some balancing issues the game has. Of course, every game is gonna have balancing issues, but they need to at least try to fix it. But they also shouldn't, you know, completely destroy every single weapon that someone will say is okay. You should just balance it, not bring it at the point of it is too bad or it's too good at the point it ranks everything. Every weapon should have a unique function, but they cannot be completely overpowered. So that's what I think, you know. So yeah, I mean, I think I said everything I had to say. So this was it. This is my view on Enlisted, my review. Now, if you like the video, please share with your friends and consider giving a sub. I'll make more Enlisted and also War Thunder videos. You know, I'm getting better equipment and stuff. I'm getting better editing. So I really hope you enjoyed. I put a lot of effort into making this video. I mean, I wasted a bunch of money in setup and stuff. And yeah, I hope you really enjoyed. I will indeed make another list of videos. There will be a bunch of shit posts that I'll start making. I'll try to make every week at least 1 or 2 big videos like this one, which are shit posts. But yeah, and also, how about face review attempts of not just in this game? I mean, I'm thinking about, you know, make a bunch of videos, then if I get enough support, I'll actually get a better internet and start live streaming, because currently my internet, you know, I'm not gonna be able to live stream that. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and please consider giving a sub. It will help massively the channel and this. So yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.